Hey guys, Orla here from your Women's Gate Review channel, and today we are reviewing the Rennen Pro backpack from Boundary Supply. In this review, we will have sectioned it off into a summary, features, fit check, comfortability. We'll do a wee airline test, water test, pack out the bag, see if we can get into it. We'll do some pros and cons as well. And of course, if there is anything that we have missed that you would like to know about this backpack, then just pop us a wee comment below and be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced at $449 US, and it is made out with X-Pax VX21 Ocean Edition, and the liner is recycled nylon 230D ripstop. It is 11.5 by 19 by 6.75 in inches, a volume of 20 litres and a weight of 3.2 pounds. Sorry, this is where I interrupt and just say, if you do happen to have a wee gander on the website of the products we are reviewing, then we would be so grateful if you could use our links below. This is no extra cost to you and it just helps us as a team and growing our channel. What's that? Oh, you would like me to introduce you to the team so you can see who you're helping out? No bother, let's go. First up, we have our editor, Orla, our outreach manager, Orla. Oh, there is our script writer, she's shy. She's called Orla. Then we have this sexy lady for thumbnails. The main star of our reviews is the reviewer herself, Orla. And last but not least, the woman who does it all. Her name is kind of like Lorla, but it's Orla. So don't forget to click that first link to purchase your item. Currently, you can only get it in the color black. So I have reviewed their Stasis backpack as well, so you can check that out too if it's coming before or after. I hadn't yet decided, but you will see both. Now, the Status one is a bit smaller. It's a 15 litre. It's a bit more compact, petite. This though is a little bit more bigger. It's got the water bottle compartment. It's got those front kind of style pockets as well. Got external straps, so it's got a little bit more oomph to give. It does have that flexibility as well, which I absolutely love. So that means you can just get the most out of your backpack too, but also a really nice, well structured back. Just being careful, depending on how you're packing it. For now, I guess the weight distribution and what you have in there may have it to fall forward, but it does have pretty much a flat bottom if you are packing that out right. So that is nice to note. So whenever you are setting down the bag, your belongings are kind of safe. It's not overly padded here at the bottom too, so just being careful, but it is very, very well padded for that laptop compartment. So they do offer a limited 3-year warranty, international shipping and 14-day returns. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. So quite simple here for the branding. You've got some here on the top. You've also got it here on the side. And then you will find again the kind of logo here on the straps. So externally for this backpack, you are going to see a lot of little kind of lash points here, little loopholes throughout the bag. You've got some here on the sides that you will see for different kind of moments. You've also got a kind of daisy chain here with a load of moments as well, and similar on the sides too that we have here. Now I realized with their Stasis Pro backpack that I've tested as well, that can attach to this bag too. There actually is extra straps on the back that enables you to kind of do that, and I was kind of wondering what those straps were, but that's the kind of attached to the front of that if you wanted to as well. Then you will find kind of more straps down here. So if you did have like external straps, then you have loads of attachment points here to extend to this bag, so you could place through your barbell pad or a tripod or anything else that you can kind of fit around there. Then on the side, you are going to find this kind of stretch mesh water bottle kind of compartment here on both sides. Fairly stretchy. We will be packing it up so you will be able to see what you can get into it. You can kind of see it's quite short, I would say. It'd be nice if you did get those external straps or something with the bag, so that if you did have a tripod, then you could kind of secure it in a bit better. But you're going to find that on both sides here. Just makes it easier than if you did have an umbrella or a tripod and a water bottle, then you have 2 compartments rather than just one. I am intrigued, do you prefer 2, or would you just prefer one side and then like a pocket here? Let me know in the comments. So we are going to start with this front pocket here. Now all the zips here are coated, and they've got like these kind of custom pillars here too. They're really nice and super easy to kind of use. You'll find that coat in with all 3 pockets, which for me, I absolutely love and appreciate. Now this front pocket, you can come from the top like that. Got those 2 pillars. And that opens up like this. This pocket runs right down to here. So quite a lot of depth and then quite a lot of flexibility for you to pack up the front of this backpack. You will find that the space kind of looks a bit tight when I'm trying to show you here. And also there is no bright interior, so it's quite difficult as well. I am a lover of bright interior. I just think it really helps with the overall aesthetics of the bag. Now, this pocket is a bit shorter, so it runs just till about here. Quick, easy kind of grabbing pocket. Might have been nice to have like a magnetic close here to just secure that pocket a bit more. Let me know what you think. Then the same with this smaller kind of pocket here that we've got, runs right down to here. And then another kind of separation compartment. And you've got like the kind of similar depth. It is really hard. I hate when you can't see. But that is there. At this moment too. An attachment point. And then you will have, which I can kind of show you a bit better. It's quite interesting that the zip pocket is this far down. And then there is bright interior in there. But you will find that that leads you to kind of this whole front flexible pocket that you've got, which I would have kind of preferred that pocket to start a bit higher because you can go a bit of a miss. That is there. I apologize for the difficulty of trying to actually show you the inside of this bag, but I cannot make it any brighter. Closing that off. We then are going to come to the second one. Similar, 2 zips, so you can come from the top or you can kind of bring it down like this. Then you will see the inside. As you can see, that's kind of pocket there. So with those 2 pockets in here, kind of stop there. It would have been nice maybe for this one to kind of flatten down. Again, just for the preference of actually showing you. But otherwise, there is plenty of space. You will also find a little sleeve here. Doesn't run right down. I'm going to give you a measurement of that to give you a little bit of an idea. Watching that curve, obviously, that it goes up to about 14, but I would probably stop at 13. Then this gets a bit tight here. Yeah, I'd say about 10 is your cut off there. 12 by 9, I believe, just to give you a little bit of a rough idea. See the curve then? Shows you a bit more. Kind of the size of that pocket, and then you do have the rest of that space. As this bottom kind of expands a bit open, so you have that flat, you can kind of flatten out that bottom bit as well, so there's a lot of depth to that pocket. Closing this, then we are going to go on to this back one, which again, the 2 pillars, but you can of course come like from the top like that and just get what you need, or you can open her up flat, which I love. It's quite similar kind of layout to the Stasis Pro one, but obviously a lot kind of bigger. You're going to have 2 kind of pen holders on each side. This lovely stunning mesh. This is absolutely gorgeous, like the feel of it and everything. It's just really high quality. It's really easy, clean, wipe down material too. Kind of like that water weather resistance as well, so it just means if there was any marks or spillages, you could kind of wipe that off quite easily. So that's your 2 mesh, your 2 pen holders. Then you've got lovely YKK zippers here, and this is going to be like your little pocket. Again, dark inside, so I can't really show you much. That runs down to here, so just a wee pocket. Then you're going to find this fantastic kind of system that I've never seen before, and I just think it's class. Like, what a difference. Just to have something new to kind of review. This is beautiful. I find it so cool. I don't know why. I think it's because it's got like this magnetic kind of system as well. You can also like remove these if you're not into that. But let me just get into this pocket first, just to give you a rough measurement. Now these 2 pockets here, that if you are placing electronics in there, they are well padded, so do not fear if you don't have padding around your laptop or electronics. That pocket about 13 across. I'm just going to give it like this, but I'd say about 9. So let me see, could you fit? No, what is with me in like maths? Like in my head I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna fit. It does not. So that is that one. Then this one, as mention, this is probably your main laptop compartment here. You can remove these if you want. I love them. I just think that's so funky. We are going to give you a measurement of that space. If you don't want to use those magnetic kind of holes, you've got it up to like 16 inches. You can of course move this one up, but then it might not go in line, and about 10 across. So we have the 14-inch here. It just gives you an idea, see? And that fits nicely in and kind of getting that moment as well. But as mentioned, you can take those off and not have to use them. That just gives you a little bit of an idea. Really, really well padded in there. Nice false bottom as well, so you don't have to worry about when you are setting the bike down. That is well protected in there. Then moving on to this kind of side of the bike. Now these are just like your two wee mesh pockets. Sometimes I don't opt to put any in this one because I just find then I could just slide something here, and then when you compress it, sometimes it can get a little bit tight. Plenty of space in there. Nice little zips. It's good if you have like your charger actually. Just being careful. Sometimes depending on how chunky your charger is, it might not close as well, but I find like with these kind of coated zips, you do get a little bit more of a give. Then you've got this moon shaped pocket that stays kind of like this. It's wired in, so it doesn't like flop down or anything. That's what it is like in there. Lovely, strong, durable mesh. Again, everything feels very, very premium, and that's what you want for the price tag. Then you've got this kind of key tether lash here. Now this is not my favorite because I have to kind of maneuver my keys into that. I do prefer the ones that you just open up. It makes it a little bit easier for me, so I just like to chuck my keys in there and not really use that. But you could use that for other things. If you had any attachment points here, you could put that there. Close that. Then we are going to go on to the back of the bag here. Find two pockets on the side, going opposite ways of each other in terms of the zips. They are coated as well. You're going to find extra straps in here that you've got, and you've got like this, I don't know if you've not seen the, what do you call it, the Stasis Pro review, then I am just so impressed by like this kind of system. Because that just makes it so much easier for me. I have injuries on my hands and wrists, so it just makes it 10 times easier when something's just a little bit more easier to get off and maneuver. So that is in there, and then the rest is, it's so tight, like it's just like handy enough if you had like your passport or your phone that you could shove in there and have it like kind of discreet as well. Similar for this size too, you'll find an attachment point here, you won't find one here. This one is your kind of rear interior pocket. The other one, yeah, there it is, I was about to say. Your RFID kind of block in here, so it's probably best to place your passport or cards or anything in there. If you had a tracker, you could place it in that one. If you wanted to, these run till about there on each side, so it is handier for those smaller items that you just want to kind of keep a bit discreet and hidden. These straps, they're not my favorite. They're very rough and ready. There is a little bit of cushion to them. I do prefer when the pattern runs right up to the top. That is just personal preference. You don't have a sternum strap or anything on this. You do have loopholes for it. So if you had your own that had, you know, you had a removable one, then you can add to that as well. I would have preferred thumb pullers here to pull down, but you do have dangle stoppers. You've also got two external loopholes as well. You can kind of see this padding here. It is different to the padding on the back. I think that's a gorgeous kind of style. I really enjoy this kind of back system. I think it's wonderful, and also that they've imprinted the logo here on the back system, and also a little bit of branding here down the middle, and that kind of gives you a nice bit of airflow, but as well as keeping, you know, your back really comfortable here with this gorgeous kind of ribbed padding as well. So we are going to go ahead and pack her on up. Okay, 14-inch hard drive, battery charger, the plug to that in here. I really wanted to fit my book in there, but it doesn't fit, so I'm going to put a pack of tissues in there. I'm going to go to this one. Spray, phone, AirPods, one pen, two pens. I'm going to keep this quite simple for the pure fact that I want to pack up the rest. I do personally like carrying an extra hoodie jacket with me with my backpacks, just for the pure fact that I don't know what kind of weather I'm gonna get. Then you see like this, because you packed out the back, kind of compromises this space here. So if I wanted to try and fit this in, it's gonna be much more difficult than if the back kind of system wasn't packed out there. So I have to kind of leave that space, unless I could try and fit a book in. It looks awkward. No thank you, ma'am. Lunchbox. I really need to get a new case for this camera. This is the camera, by the way, because I've had a few people asking. It is this really old one I sometimes still use, but the state of that carry for it is wild. If anyone has any recommendations for camera covers, cases, let me know. Pull up that there, this there. Packing cube in. That packing cube is from Level 8. I actually really like their packing cubes because they're very flexible. Okay, opening up this. The space then becomes a bit tighter. You get a book down here. So desperate to get this book in. Oh, that's why there's that many compartments in it. Charger. Oh Lord, I'm getting in the way of the book. Because I don't feel like that zip pocket then becomes beneficial. If you wanted something discreet and hidden, then you could use that pocket. Sunglasses there. And this all just becomes a little bit too tight for anything that I have personally to kind of fit in there. Because of the way the pocket stops. If you had like anything kind of smaller that you wanted to fit there. Got my inhaler and lip balm. They just feel like awkward there. I mean, because those pockets are starting to get a little bit tight. But you could of course scrap all that and then place a piece of clothing. Good old place. A piece of clothing in there. And that is that for that. Then you of course have those side pockets. This one, where you can place in your passport. Umbrella on the side. Then I love my 500ml to be here as well. It's not overly packed as I usually would, but I just think some of the pockets, I just would prefer to use kind of clothing if I was packing this out for like a personal item or carry on. This works out about 4 kg with that all in there. Okay, it's time for a wee fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels on the female body. Okay, so this is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". These are okay. For the price, they're not the comfiest. I definitely feel like I could have done with maybe a wee bit more of a possibly load lifters to kind of pull this in, because the way I like it is up against my back, so like that. But then do you see the gap here that it creates? If you have load lifters, then you can kind of pull that in and have a bit of a better fit. Now that isn't going to be everyone's style, I completely understand that, all right, but for me that's the way I like it. I like the back padding though. It has like this kind of structure to it as well, so you can definitely feel that. You can feel the nice padding here on the straps too. I just think a wee bit more could have been done here with the straps, especially for added comfort. Now if you are bringing that down, of course it's going to look a bit better like that. As you can see, it's less gappy, but then me buns are hitting off the bottom, so that's why I kind of like it like this, which would look odd to people, but that's just how I prefer it. I don't know if a sternum strap would have helped that situation out a wee bit more, but other than that, it's fine. Really kind of easy backpack in that style, especially if you are wearing like a hoodie or a jacket. Now if you're not, wee bit of rubbing going on here on the old neck, a little bit of discomfort too, but my more concern would be the hot weather. Now I unfortunately don't ever see that, so I wouldn't be able to test that, but just guessing with the kind of heat that would accumulate back there, could get sweaty. Okay, for a wee airline test, which is just a shame because of the structured back, because I really wanted to take this with me down to London, but whenever I put it into my wee sizer here, you can kind of see it's just a little bit off, which is rather annoying because that would be very cute in there. You can go ahead and rock up because they may not even ask you. This is for EasyJet, did I say that? So that just gives you, it's like the tiniest bit off, which is annoying. So then you would have to kind of, if you did rock up with that and hadn't paid for the carry-on, then you will have to pay because it ain't fitting in unless you kind of shove it in, which is up to you, but it fits in as a carry-on. But I would really wish I could shove it into that personal item. But all you USA people, you've got bigger compartments, I feel, for personal items, so it might work out a bit better for you. For the water test, I absolutely love this backpack. It is great. No concerns in terms of water weather resistance. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pros are definitely the materials. This is right up my alley in terms of water weather resistance. It's really easy to clean, especially when you have animals, puppies that jump all over you, mucky paws or hair. Really easy to clean and wipe down. I absolutely love this style and attention to detail with this backpack. Like, that laptop compartment is just something completely different that I've ever tested, and I absolutely love it. And it is just a really easy backpack to use. There is no real faff with it. It's not overdone with the organization. That might also be a con for people, that there isn't enough organization and there isn't enough pockets or moments for you to shove in like pens and all those kind of little small details. I also would have loved external straps to come with the backpack, so then I could attach these here and then put on things like the tripod in here or even a barbell pad to just secure it a bit more. I also would have loved bright interior, and just here for the padding at the top on the straps, I just would have loved that to run a bit further onto the top here, so you've get a bit more comfort with these straps. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. If you do happen to have a wee gander over on their website and you're thinking about purchasing this bag or any of their other bags, then we'd be forever grateful if you could use our links below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.